It said make some changes.
It was an invite. All it was an invite and had posters attached.
It was an Instagram one.
It was a messenger.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So it wasn't anything that I wanted you to do. It was an invitation.
You were supposed to show up.
You got it covered. He's bringing in chairs. We'll go 2 minutes. Whoa, we're right,
Maybe we should talk to him. Maybe we should talk to him about starting a club right now.
Yes, let's do that.
It may not.
I've never seen Ray at a meeting. Does Ray come to the meeting?
The city councilman? When he can, not very often.
I'll put my
Thank you.
Ray Way. The councilman, the city councilman. He'd be super nice, but I've never seen him.
Which one?
Ray Way. He's our city councilman for District 3.
Yeah, I'm in contact with the sound man, and I'm trying to reach the artist, but all I got is a messenger address, no phone number.
The sound man that I use.
No, I use a
All
guy
right,
named
before
Ken
you take your
Wisdom.
next bite of food, let's get this meeting started. And welcome to today, the June 26th meeting of the Longview Greggton Rotary Club 2020. Obviously, we're not going to be singing today. I don't think our assignments were given. Can I get a volunteer to do the pledge? Got one. Tim, go for it.
Join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I heard a correction. Who's going to do the prayer? Jeff, Mr. Prayer Man.
Yeah, let's pray. Gracious and holy God, we give you thanks for this day. We thank you for bringing us together in this place, for the food that you provided, and ask that you would bless it to our nourishment. We thank you for the leadership of this club, outgoing leadership and the incoming leadership. We pray that you would bless each of them. We give you thanks for all that we've accomplished this year, and we look forward to what we will accomplish in the year to come. So we thank you for hearing our prayers this day, for all things that you give to us in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Before we test.
All right, let's say the things we think, say, and do.
Is it
The truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
Thank you. Appreciate you, Ray. I snagged him last night and he walked in the door and I said, hurry, hurry, hurry. Today's meeting is wrapping up one Rotary year and beginning another. I know y'all are thrilled that it's the end of me and the beginning of Donna Sharp, so that's going to be awesome. Before we get started, a few announcements. Obviously, we're dealing with a shifting events of COVID every day. And so there are announcements every day. So right now, if you're not seated at a table and eating, please keep your mask on. That's something the hotels asked us to do, and we're trying to set a good example because Rotary wants us to do it as well. Announcements. Keith Bailey, what would you like to say to the group?
I'd like to just, of course, we're kind of playing this by ear, but tonight at the Palea Plaza, we're having a concert outside, weather permitting. The Flying A's are coming in from Austin, and it's free. So come down, bring your lawn chairs and your favorite beverages and your snacks and enjoy this music with us. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Can I bring that big rolling ice chest with me?
You bring whatever you want. I believe there's gonna be a food truck there.
Awesome.
It's the museum is who's putting this on.
What time?
And you can social distance.
We are starting this at 6:30.
Great, thank you. I like any excuse to be outside and see people, so that's good to hear. All right, before we leave 2019, 2020 behind. If you've been watching the slideshow, I've been celebrating this club's accomplishments because we've had a very busy year, boys and girls. As it's rolling through, it's in chronological order, so it'll hopefully loop back around. If not, Sarah's going to take care of this. And that new person standing on top of the table right there, that is Sarah running with her little friend a YouTube our meeting today, as you did last night in Marshall, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Sarah, tell them what your new title with the district is.
I will be the PR and social media director for District 5830. And I'm really excited.
Obviously, they didn't ask me to do that. So in celebrating our accomplishments, I want to start with membership. Donna Kerner, where did you go? There she is. Donna, we have 82 members now. Right, just a second anyway. And I believe we're inducting a new one today. Our third COVID member. Can y'all believe that? We've gotten 3 new members during this time of COVID since March. So, do you have anything you want to say about membership real quick, or do you want to go ahead and induct him in so he's official? All right, Wayne, while you're still chewing, let's do this officially. And Donna Sharp's bringing in our newest member, so I'm going to turn this over to her for a second.
That's who that is.
Scott, reintroduce yourself.
I'm Scott Berner, past president. It's good to see everybody.
Yeah.
Wayne Guidry, you have been proposed for membership in the Longview Greggton Rotary Club by Rotarian Donna Sharp and duly elected. Rotarian Donna Sharp, please introduce.
Well, hello, Dr. Guidry. Thank you very much, Scott. I do have to say this was kind of a combined effort. Dave Wright has invited Dr. Guidry to our club several times for meetings and such. So while I may have sent in the formal proposal, Dave and I kind of have done this jointly. So Dave, you as well are proposing Dr. Guidry. Dr. Guidry came to us in Longview a year or so ago. And so he's going to tell you a little bit about, he's the superintendent at Spring Hill ISD. And so we've got, of course, some folks from Pine Tree ISD in here. I think often of ourselves as the City of Longview Club because we have so many City of Longview folks in our club. So soon we're going to be superintendents of all of our school districts clubs and leaders in the school district. So we're looking forward to that. Wayne, if you will, tell the club a little bit about yourself so I don't miss anything.
Gotcha. First of all, I want to tell you about my mask. My 87-year-old mother-in-law lives with us, with me, and I've got 4 children, and 3 of them are at home right now. And during this COVID virus, masks started becoming popular, and so she got her sewing machine out and started making masks. And it's amazing how much life that brought back to her life, just being able to produce something that had meaning, and she was actually helping society. And so she's been fired up making masks like this, and so it's really neat to wear it, just knowing that what it's done for her life. But anyway, I've been in education for 18 years, originally from Southeast Texas, down in the Orange, Beaumont area. Prior to being in education, I was actually a missionary for 4 years. I spent about a year in Kyrgyzstan, which is a former Soviet republic, and then about 2.5 years in Afghanistan as a missionary. And I'd actually left about a week to 10 days right before 9/11. So I was really fortunate to get out before all that took place, and actually made it back into the United States about a week after 9/11. So that was great timing. I've been an educator. My wife's also an educator. She's a counselor at Longview High School. We both have a passion just to, be a positive influence in kids' lives today. as we just shape our future. And like I said, I have 4 kids. My oldest one just graduated from A&M, and the youngest one is going into 6th grade. I'm a UT grad, so we got a continuing joking battle going on in the house. Let me see, what else?
I'm just gonna interject and say, I didn't hear much of a whoop. When you said you, I'm sorry.
The mask's muffled.
So what else? Anyway, we've been here for 14 months. Me and my wife and my kids absolutely love it here. Our number one takeaway from the Longview area is just the quality of people in this area. We've never lived in an area where there's just such kind people, compassionate, and just good people. We are thrilled to be here just because of you and the quality of people that exist here in the greater Longview area. This is a crazy time for our country. I'm thrilled to be a part of this community, to be a leader in this community during this time. And I think on behalf of all leaders in Longview, we just ask for your continual prayer. There's nothing easy about any decision we're making right now. So we look forward to being with you, living in this community, and just being supported by you. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It is now my pleasure to formally induct you into this club. I understand that you are aware of Rotary requirements and that you have indicated your willingness to follow them, as well as your willingness to offer your services to assist your fellow Rotarians in their club, their community, and international projects. As you know, Rotary is a service club, each member performing what Rotary terms as service above self. In addition to service, you will have the benefit of strong bonds of friendship with fellow Rotarians locally and worldwide. I suggest that as you travel, you avail yourself of the special opportunity you will have to attend Rotary meetings and meet Rotarians throughout the world. This is a very rewarding benefit of your membership. Now, I present you with a packet of Rotary literature and your name badge and your first bill. The object of Rotary and the four-way test, which from the criteria for Rotarians, form the criteria for Rotarians in their daily lives. You have a red badge, and that reminds our members that you are new and that they should get to know you. Now, by the power vested in me by the president of the Longview Greggton Rotary Club, I declare you to be an active member of this Rotary Club under the classification of education, and present you our membership pin, which is already done, to pin on you. We all look forward to the enrichment of our lives as well as that of your own by your association in this, the world's oldest, largest, and finest service organization. Fellow Rotarians, will you please stand and help me welcome our newest member.
Welcome to the club. And in case you see his face, there was a picture of it just now because I did find it.
any better.
Yeah,
I know.
That's perfect.
Your picture was up there just as we were talking, and you were maskless, so now we actually know who you are. I stole that on the internet, by the way. Ms. Donna, come here. Donna Carter, come here a minute. Yeah, I know.
Now, I'm not gonna be president.
I want to present to you the certificate of appreciation. Get out of that hot so you don't go blind. Deep appreciation of your enduring commitment to membership, growth, and development. And thank you for being there when I needed somebody to cry to. I'm not gonna hug you right now.
Thank you. I think I don't know. I've thought many times about what it would have been like to be president during this time. And, I just really honor Karen because she didn't take a step back. She took a step forward and said, okay, let's do a workaround, let's go. And just kept going. So I thank you so much.
It's the Rilo way.
It's the right way. Part of the experience.
If you don't know about Rilo, that's how you do it. You get one challenge and just keep plowing forward. Thank you, Donna, I appreciate you. David Yao, where are you?
Right here.
All right, Mr. Yao, you want to make some announcements?
I am so proud of this club. We've given over $12,000 this Rotary year to the Rotary Foundation. Get themselves and when I first became the foundation chair, we were trying our best to get our total giving as a club to 400,000. We have now exceeded $425,000 from this club given to the Rotary Foundation.
No, don't sit down. You're gonna figure out this is a routine. You're awarded this certificate of appreciation and honor, and with deep appreciation of your enduring commitment to the Rotary Foundation. And because of you, I learned a lot, and I want to continue to learn more, and I've even offered to help Scott Forbes, except with the football pot, on anything he tells me to do. And that's only because I can't be here early. Thank you. I appreciate your efforts this year. All right. Did Tyler Rayner get a chance to come today?
Yeah.
Oh, come here. Tyler Rayner, do you realize you had 12 service projects this year? Yeah. 2 East Texas food bank distributions.
I was embarrassed to come up here. I didn't think I had as much accolade.
Oh, no, you got accolades. You started off the year with the Zonta tailgating party, where you parked cars.
That's right.
All this experience of parking cars, we got to open up a garage.
Yeah.
Adopted a street, we got people out there with donuts, the promise of donuts. I'm still waiting on one. Anyway, World Polio Day, we collected money. Bell ringing for Salvation Army, the bus transit shelter, the Irish Christmas concert is considered service, the Polio Plus football pot, which is under the foundation. We provided $4,500 for personal protection equipment to our area first responders. And last but not least, this week, we sent $1,000 to the triage project in San Benito, Guatemala, for a hospital there that we've all been contributing to in the past. Thank you for your service. Commitment to member involvement and service. I don't think anybody ever said no to you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Young leaders to Lewis. Interact wouldn't have gotten off the ground at Pine Tree without you this year. And Sarah Fox then joined up and y'all got that going. Of course, school went where it went this year. So obviously we didn't get to see the benefit of those fruits, but I think we got some young people at Pine Tree educated and involved in Rotary projects. The Leaders in Service E-Club is also one of our young leader projects. RILA, one of our youth service projects. That's Tommy Warren and Donna Kerner and myself and Sarah Fox. There you are. Young leaders. Tim, come up here. With deep appreciation of your enduring commitment to youth programs and club service. Thank you very much. Sarah, come here. Can you? There you go. Okay. Outstanding commitment to service and innovative ideas, because if y'all don't realize, if it hadn't been for Sarah, we would probably not have had very many Zoom meetings. And if you haven't done your classification talk for our website, you're still hitting them up, right? Don't say no, because we have gotten the best response. There's a slide that pops up here in a minute. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. I took a screenshot of one of the pages from our Facebook, and it showed how many hits we're getting. And since we started doing the classification talks, it tripled. And so if you'll like and share, go to our Instagram and like it. Get the word out in this time. We don't know how long we're going to be communicating this way, but we may just keep on doing it even when we get back to normal, if whatever that is. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
My pleasure.
You are way better at that than I am. Public image. Okay. There are people in this club that I would call the backbone of the club. People that do things that are every week. Past President Scott Brunner, where are you? Come here. If I hadn't called you, how many times? 1,500 at least? At least. Deep appreciation of your visionary guidance and dedicated service. And thank you for answering my phone calls and emails and text messages 24 hours a day. I couldn't have gotten this far without you. I appreciate you. Thank you. front. Laura Hill and I are in so many things together, it's like we're joined at the hip, but the treasurer is not the most glorious job to do, but it's one of the most vital. Is she gone? Come here. I'll meet her halfway. I can talk loud. Okay, let's go with money. Look,
Still money.
our dedicated treasurer, thank you for your service. I gotta read it. Faithful counsel, because she tells me when I'm doing things right, when I need to do things differently. I appreciate that. She never pulls any punches. If you want the honest truth, you ask Laura Hill. Club administration, Randy Harris could not be here today, but without him, we wouldn't have had some of the really great programs that we had this year. And I miss him not being here today because his sense of humor always made it fun to come to these meetings. More fun, shouldn't say fun, but more fun. Secretary, of course, we started the year with Gene Robertson. And looking back, I asked him, I said, Gene, do you think you had COVID back in January when you were hospitalized? He says, no, they tested him. Whatever he had was just as bad, but he's healthy, he's well, he's avoiding these meetings, and he also wanted to step back and let Sarah take over as secretary for him, which you've done a great job.
Thank you.
So we made Gene Robertson executive secretary, and that's a position that was already created. We didn't have to make that up, and so his counsel was excellent. I know you talked to him quite frequently. Sergeant at Arms, Michael Lieberman, where are you? I'll come to you. This is the guy that would get here before anybody and stay after everybody to make sure that things were put together. The bell, I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but when it's in a storeroom halfway across the town, and he was bringing it to us and having it ready for us. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Okay, do you want to get to him? Can I get it to you by mistake? All right. John Jenner's not here today because he got a choice between us. Yes, ma'am.
He's watching us live right now on YouTube.
Oh, he is. The modern miracles of technology. Hey, John. John Jenner got a choice between us or his grandkids. Guess who he chose? Well, he's having fun with the grandkids. We love him. He explains Rotary better than anybody to me. He was there for any phone call I had about finances and budget. So I'll make sure. Michael, I gave you the wrong one. Oops, sorry. Here, take this. See, you're not, I can almost read. That's part of the job. Yeah, I'll get this to Gene. All right, well, we'll get this to you, Mr. Jetter, because math is not my strong suit. And also the same for John Ussery. John Ussery's been our comptroller this year. John's wife had, I believe it was a double lung transplant last year, wasn't it? He's basically a prisoner in his own home. He can still do his CPA work at his office. He doesn't go anywhere else. It's home, back and forth. He's also taking care of his elderly mother. So if you think about folks that you know are homebound, please reach out. Mr. Lieberman was sharing with me a story of his own personal experiences when he arrived today. He hasn't been able to leave his assisted living. If he left, am I right? You go back and you be quarantined in your room for 2 weeks. Prisoner in an assisted living.
Yeah.
That's where we are. And so we need to be thankful of what we have and be very careful with our friends. So John Ussery, he was my math guy, and I've already thanked him. I told him I would be presenting him this later. The workhorses of the group, Colt Edwards, Mr. Flexible. Oh my gosh. When somebody says, you've been planning this rodeo for a year, but guess what? We're going to postpone that thing now till September. He was immediately on it. Even before it hit the press, he was on it. He got rescheduled. He made sure our stock contractors all taken care of. So thank you, Colt Edwards and your rodeo team. And Bob Metzler, our Longview Greggton Charities Incorporated chairman. That's where the money gets dished out. And thank goodness we've got people that are very capable in those roles. And last but not least, Donna Sharp. Donna, I don't know why you said yes. I caught you
twisted my arm.
I caught you at a weak moment. But thankfully you did. And I have every faith in you that you're going to do a wonderful job this year. Thank you for saying yes. And eventually I'll go buy you a beer.
Okay.
Eventually. So don't sit down. Go put that down, but then come back. because now it's time to install your Rotary Club's officers and directors for the Rotary year 2020-21. First, I want to congratulate all of you on being either selected to your office, appointed to your office, or you didn't show up that day and you got voted in behind your back. Regardless of how you become an officer or director, I know you'll take your position seriously. The future of the club, and quite frankly, the future of Rotary is in your hands. Quite capable hands, I may say. So to each of you, congratulations. You want to introduce your people real quick?
Yes.
Just
We
tell them their
have,
names.
I did, and you'll be glad that I did write this down, so that adds to the brevity of me being up here talking. But Karen, do I have a few minutes?
Of course, let me sit down.
Okay, well, you don't need to go too far. To the past presidents and members of the Longview Greggton Rotary Club, guests and fellow Rotarians, good afternoon. And a word to the outgoing president, Karen, and the officers. Some of you are staying on with me, but some of you are rolling off. Your continued active involvement in the club is extremely important, and I certainly appreciate your service. I come to you today with a thankful heart. Having been a member of several civic organizations in my career, I'd heard of Rotary. I knew it was a service organization. I knew some of my friends were in Rotary, but really not a whole lot more than that. In the summer of 2015, that changed forever for me. Ingrid Self filled me in on Rotary and the amazing work done locally, nationally, and internationally. Ingrid knows me pretty well, and she knew just where to lead me. The time I've shared with you, all of you in the Longview Greggton Rotary Club, has been a delight. I'm thankful for every one of you, and I've made many new friends whom I'll treasure forever. I'm humbled that I've been given the responsibility of leading a club with such a glorious past, and promise the members of this club that I will give it my best shot. I follow in the footsteps of an outstanding leader, a leader who has dedicated 18 years of her life in service to this club. When Karen commits, I think we all know Karen commits. As president, she's gone over our accomplishments this last year. We've installed the bus stop. We've supported a project in Guatemala, which was spearheaded by our friends in the downtown club. We've kept Fairmont Street clean and litter-free and sparkling. And Karen is, we all know, the heartbeat of Rhode. We are the Action Club in the Action District, and Karen has certainly kept us on our toes. It is an honor to follow in your footsteps. I'd like to present you with a token of appreciation from the Longview Greggton Rotary Club for an outstanding year of service. And my wonderful husband, Jamie, will be my banner and present this to you. Come on up here, girlfriend. Karen loves her gavels. She loves her bells, and she loves her ringing of the bells in her clothes. And she's done it most beautifully. This one's a little hard to get off in a ring, but it is an honor to present you with a plaque in recognition of your service from our club. Thank you. This year's Rotary theme for 2020-2021 is Rotary Opens Opportunities. RI incoming president Holger Knack, did I say that right, Knack? From Germany, asks us as Rotarians to create opportunities that strengthen your leadership, help put service ideas into action, and improve the lives of those in need. We've got an exciting year ahead of us. We are going to partake in an international project to build and install a water filtration system in Cabo San Lucas Del Mar. I'm going to be on the plane. Hopefully you can join me. We'll continue to build fun and fellowship into our weekly meetings, and we'll present exciting and informative programs. Your new board is setting goals towards a Rotary citation, which we know we will fulfill by the end of our Rotary year. No question, we got it. At this time, if you're here, I'd like the following persons to come forward and feel free to physically, I like that better, physically distance. Cole couldn't be here with us today, Karen Main, Sarah Fox, if Laura is still here, Donna Kerner, Tyler Rayner, Scott Forbes, Tim Lewis, and Texas Wood.
Okay.
Guys, this is your incoming board for 2020, 2021. Colt Edwards will be serving as president-elect and fundraising director. Karen Maines will be serving as immediate past president, my right arm, and my phone calls in the middle of the night. She's also serving
Like last
night. Yeah, we were on the phone last night, as WILA chair. Sarah Fox, we appreciate you and all you do for our club. She will continue on as our secretary after being interim in Jean's absence. She's also the social media director. Laura Hill is continuing on as treasurer, as is Donna Kerner, membership chair, who can bring in 3 COVID cases in the middle of a pandemic and crisis. Scott Forbes is taking the reins as our foundation chair, now that that David has accomplished his goals that he wanted to reach, and we'll set some new ones, won't we, Scott? Tim Lewis, public image, and Texas Ruig. Where are you, Texas? Hey, Texas. Texas Ruig is coming to us today as a proposal, actually. April Moore was slated to be our club administration director, and she's had some business dealings come up, and she was not able to fulfill that role that she had been elected to. So she came to me about a little over a couple of weeks ago, to inform me that she wouldn't be able to do that. So, you know, and this is the kind of club we have, guys. I reached out to Randy Harris immediately, and Karen and John Green, and said, kind of in a pickle here. I don't have a club administration director over programs. And they said, we'll do what we need to do till we get one seated. Well, Texas Ruig, you know, many of you know from being a Rotarian in the club before he left to pursue his doctorate. He's a friend of mine and was a huge active Rotarian. And guys, when I talk about making new friends here, that's how I met Texas, was through Rotary. But he's a great guy. So we had a little conversation last week, and I said, hey, Texas, you were so active before, you're new back, but I got a deal for you. So we visited, and he's just a great guy. And his response to me immediately was, I'll do whatever you need me to do. So I thank you so much for that. Since this is kind of a new proposal, I do need to put before the club and open the floor for nominations if there is someone that you would like to nominate for the club administration director. So at this time, are there any nominations from the floor?
Hey, Ruth.
So being duly voted and there being no nominations from the floor, Texas Ruig is going to serve as our club administration program. And here comes the important part. I get to ask you a question. I don't want to turn my back to you. You have been elected to important positions in the administration of the Longview Greggton Rotary Club. This is an indication of the club's esteem and confidence in each and every one of you. We also believe you will uphold the high traditions of our club, that you will give the best of your executive ability to the furtherance of the interest of our club and the carrying forward of the object of Rotary. Will you fulfill the responsibilities of your offices to the best of your ability and in accordance with the constitutional documents of this club? Your answer would be, I will.
Yes.
All right. You are hereby installed and declared the new officers and directors of Longview Greggton Rotary Club for 2020, 2021. Woo-hoo! Congratulations. Before I leave the floor, I want to again thank you all for saying yes, for continuing on. We're a great club and we're just moving onward and upward. I'd like to leave you with this as we kick off a new Rotary year before I turn it back over to Ms. The new year stands before us like a chapter in a book waiting to be written. And that's my Melody Baker. Thank you all.
All right, if you're a president, past president, stay up here. We have a tradition in this club of passing the gavel from the past president up to the president that we're installing today. If you don't remember, if you were a past president, I have the list. Roger Sage isn't here, is he?
Can we legally do this?
Roger, you're at the top. Oh, that's your dad. You're not. I'm sorry. So let's see, Dave Yao, you'll be the farthest down there on the end, it looks like. So Dave's on the end, and it's John Green. Is John here? No. Okay, I saw him yesterday. Mark Little is next. Is he here?
No.
All right, then Charles Rader, Bill Weber, not here. Joe Wallace knows where his place is. Leslie Stella's next. And we have John Harris, who's not here. John Dare's out. David Yowell. Again. Oh. They can make you do this twice.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
That's impressive.
Well, I know Shirley did it twice, but she's brave. She's Shirley.
They were desperate.
I know, they were desperate. And then we have Shirley, Bob Metzler would be next, and Keith Bailey, Dave Wright, Keith Bonds, JP Stillman, Ingrid Self, Scott Brunner, and me. We gotta go down there. So, I'll take this down here and see if I can make it back in time.
Karen, could I ask, as you're doing that, just very briefly, I'd like for you to share with me and the rest of the club just something special about your year or years as president.
I survived.
I survived. So just a little something.
No, I did a little something. This was a little something. This was the little something. I'm ready to make somebody else do a little something. Because this was the most rewarding year of my Rotary membership. If anyone ever comes to you and says, we need you to step up and volunteer for leadership, perhaps be president, say yes. Say yes to anything you're asked to do, because every time, and Shirley started this, it's your fault. My first year, she was my mentor, and she said, you're gonna, and I said, yes, ma'am. And I have never said no since then. And so thank you, Shirley. Thank you, all of you that have ever asked me or had faith in me to do this, because you don't know if you can swim until you're in the water. And so I think this has been a great experience. So in a tradition of Rotary, or Greggton Rotary, we're going to pass the gavel up through the line. Donna, do you agree to faithfully serve as club president?
President, I don't remember anything.
You don't? Will you agree to faithfully serve as club president of the Longview Greggton Rotary Club for the Rotary year 2020-21? And will you, to the best of your ability, give support and assistance to the district governor, to Rotary International, and will you uphold the bylaws of this club? Say yes.
Yes, it's my pleasure.
Fellow Rotarians, friends, and guests, please rise and congratulate your 2020-21 club president, Donna Scott. I survived.
Well, thank you again so very much. It truly is an honor. And, you know, Jamie, if you don't know my husband over there in his little Texas mask, that's Jamie Sharp. He's been the love of my life ever since I've known him, since 1983. So I think it may work out. But he has shared me with a lot of organizations and my career and all of that. And one day we were talking about Rotary, and who knows what I was talking about. You know me, I talk. But he said, you know, out of all the things you've been involved with, Rotary's your favorite. I said, yeah, it really is. And I've never really stopped and thought about that before. Because the organizations and the civic organizations I was involved with before were very dear to my heart. And I love serving. But something about you guys got me and wrote me here. So I thank you for that, and I thank you for this. It's an honor and it's a pleasure, and I will do my best to do you proud. Anytime, anything you want to visit with me about, just come to my door. Got any ideas? I'm always open for new opportunities. Because Rotary opens opportunities. So we're looking forward to a great year with Rotary International. We've had to put some things on hold, of course, because of the current pandemic. So I love being back here with you all. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support throughout the years. Don't forget raffle. Oh, she got you sidetracked, didn't she?
No, you might as well give stuff away.
All right, we got a raffle. What do we have? Calories.
Calories.
Ooh.
Dessert.
Whoa, who brought this?
That is Mr. Ruth, there we go.
David
Peanut brittle
Hayes.
and pecan brittle.
Woo, this is the largest peanut patty I've ever seen in my life. And if you know what that is, then I'm dating myself. All righty. Which one is, we got a peanut and a pecan. Pecan, peanut. Shall we do them in two, David?
Sure.
Okay. Let's start over here and let Dr.
Homemade?
Guthrie draw one.
It's made by some Pentecostal folks down in Lufkin. They do it for their fundraiser, and it's some of the best sell in our store. Some of the best peanut brittle and pecan brittle.
So a testimonial. Nice.
Last three digits are 432. Jamie Sharp! Will you come back every week?
Thank you.
All right, there's pecan and there's peanut, so you just make your choice.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Miss Karen Main. I told you I wasn't gonna leave you alone.
And while I'm thinking about it, I don't have any food in my mouth. I don't know if y'all realize that today in the house as guests, I was
Yes.
such a terrible host today. We have Mr. and Ms. Jack Welge. Jack will be inducted tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry. Jack and Ava Welge. Tomorrow's the day. He'll be inducted as our district governor. So we have royalty. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
430.
430.
Sarah will be doing it tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Jamie left you the peanut, so you have to take it up with him if you want the.
It's not on you now. No, I didn't.
Let's do birthdays, if you've got some. Great.
Something's always happening in this club, right?
You know, one of the wonderful things about doing our birthdays and anniversaries and all, is Donna usually, it's not today, usually has some great tribute.
I do.
Good, good.
So Braden King, aren't you here?
No,
Well, his birthday is tomorrow, and he is joining the ranks of other birthdays such as Donald Trump, Elon Musk, George Bush Sr., and Paul McCartney.
Wow.
There we go. Fancy, huh? Let's see, I think that's all the birthdays, but then I do have, where's my anniversary? Yes, John and Lynn Green will be married 31 years, July 1st. And Stephen Ogle Kettner, 43 years, again on July 1st. Congratulations. I think I told you guys last time, the longest married couple was 86 years, so they're halfway there. Got a little ways to go. And then Rotary anniversaries, Tuck Kemper, 15 years on June 26th. Jeff Bogart, 7 years on June 28th. I've got one more. No. That is it. So thank you guys very much.
and we have mentioned, our royalty in the house, and, my guest today, do we have any other guests? All right. Well, thank you all again for being here. Thank you, Karen, for an amazing year. Like I say, it's big shoes to fill, but we're going to do our best, and
I think yours are bigger.
and I appreciate everything that you all have done, because you make me saying yes to this job much easier and a pleasure. So thank you for being here. Thank you for you. And again, I've already given my quote from Melody Baden, but the Donna Sharp part of the day is, let's get this.
Hopefully, I'll see you tonight.
I hope so. I hope so. It ought to be.
If you're a new officer this year, could you please just take that?
Oh, thanks.
If you're an officer, For a picture? Tyler, you're on board again.
It was.
Nope.
Good to see you.
There's a
Okay,
over here.
see you tonight. Hey, Jamie. How are you? Good, man. How are you? I need to come visit y'all more often. Gonna give out the-
You know, it's not usually food, too, like guitar.
Hi.
Appreciate you, thank y'all. We'll see you tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
This is my father's.
It's fun.
Yes.
I gotta speak.
Okay,
good. I talked with a lot of them. I need all the help I can get, 'cause I've never done this.